In this chapter, we are going to know about the Peninsular Plateau of India. This chapter is Geographical Diversity of India, and now we are going the Peninsular Plateau. First, we know to the peninsular meaning of this. First, we are going to draw a Indian map like this. This is Rajasthan, Gujarat, and this is the southern part of the India, and this is northeast, and yes, completed. If we see this area, we will find that here is Arabian Sea, here is Bay of Bengal, Bengal, and here is Hind Mahasagar or Hind Ocean. And all three sides of the Indian continent, subcontinent, is surrounded by the water. Thus, this area is called peninsular. Means the area which is waterlogged by three sides. Means this area is locked by water from these three sides. Plateau means area which is rises up from the surroundings like this. This is the we see this is we see here. This is the flat surface of the plateau, and these are the sides of the, and this is the surrounding lands, and this area is called as plateau because this is raised up from the surroundings. So now we should read. A plateau is landform that rises up from the surroundings lands and has more or less surface. Hmm? Maybe flat surface or less. Mostly the surface is rough. Some of its sides are often steep, steep slopes. India has several plateaus. The most important one is the triangular. Means this area is the triangular. This. India has several plateaus, and the most important one is the triangular peninsular area is the middle and south of the country. Means this is the southern part, and this is the middle part of the India. Like here we found Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, some part of the Gujarat and Maharashtra, Jharkhand, etc. Like here we found some part of these plateaus. Like in here we found Satpura and Vindhyachal ranges, and the area of Madhya Pradesh, Panchmadi, etc. India has several plateaus, and the triangular. This one is triangular peninsular plateau. It is also very old landform. Since this region is peninsular, surrounded by the water, all three-sided to the Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, and Indian Ocean. This is called as peninsular plateau. The plateau is bordered by two mountains. Here we found two mountain ranges. One is Western Ghats toward the Arabian Ocean, and the second is Eastern Ghats toward the Bay of Bengal. Is the Western Ghats है, and here is Eastern Ghats. Okay. The Western Ghats. So we know we the Western Ghats most the Western Ghats. Actually, Western Ghats in southern India we found here like map. This Western Ghats here in this side. These are more continuous and taller than the Eastern Ghats. Eastern Ghats are not continuous. Also, they have very wide passes in this, but the Western Ghats is mostly in a continuous and has very steep slope. Here, Western Ghats are taller and run along with western coast like a wall, with many beautiful waterfalls. Like we see Dudhsagar, etc. waterfalls are in Western Ghats, flowing down the steep side during the monsoon season. If we go Kerala and the part of the southern Maharashtra part like Goa and the Mangaluru, Udupi, etc. places, or Sahadri, etc. There we found many beautiful waterfalls and the biodiversity rich. If we visit there during monsoon, you will see everywhere. You will see waterfall and the black mountains, green lush area, and different type of species as insects, animals, birds, plants, and this area is rich in flora and fauna. The Western Ghats have been declared as UNESCO World Heritage Site due to rich biodiversity and the geographical condition. They are home of many rivers and have rich biodiversity. And northern portion of the Western Ghats are known as the Sahyadri Hills. It is the part of Gujarat and Maharashtra, most of the Maharashtra. The Eastern Ghats are lower and broken into smaller hills. Like this is lower. The Western Ghats is mostly taller, and the Eastern Ghats is lower, and it is not continuous. It is broken into small ranges. Along with Eastern Ghats, between these mountain ranges lies the Deccan Plateau. Deccan Plateau is between these two Ghats, Western Ghats and Eastern Ghats. A vast area of flat highland, and this is the highland like we talked earlier, like this. River like Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri flow across the plateau from west to east, from this side to this side. These rivers flow from this to this because the slope of the Western Ghat, uh, the slope of the plateau is from Western Ghat, means the west to east. Like we see Krishna, Kaveri, Godavari, etc. All these rivers flow from west to what east. But some short river also in this area which flow, but two long river is Narmada and Tapti, which flow from east to west in the Arabian Sea. But most of the river which flow from the plateau are flow from west to east in the Bay of Bengal. This river takes their water from west to east in the Bay of Bengal. These rivers are important for farming and providing water to millions of people. Like we see Kaveri and Krishna, they are most important river in the southern India because these bring water for irrigation. Also, this water is important for drinking and doing activities. Thus, this is also issue like interested water distribute in we see Kaveri between um, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala. And some type of Undutiri also takes place in this dispute. But mostly this dispute, Kaveri water dispute, is between Karnataka and Tamil Nadu, but also has some participation of Pondicherry. And like we see Krishna, this is also dispute between Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana. These rivers are important farming and providing water to millions of people. Here we see a dense forest of Chhattisgarh, home of many tribal communities. This is and situated in this plateau. The plateau is rich in minerals, forest, and fertile land, m- marking it vital for Indian economy. Like we found here, like coal, iron ore, etc. Many important minerals. Also, we found energy minerals like coal, etc., which are very important for our iron industries. And iron is also very important for every country. We say again, without iron, none of the country can be developed. Thus, it is very important for our economy. Like iron is the best for construction and infrastructure. This title, this little of the is so a fair of river of this region flow toward the Bay of Bengal. East flowing rivers like the Godavari, Krishna, Mahanadi originate here, providing water for farming, industry, and the hydroelectric power. Hydroelectric power means we generate electricity from the water with the help of water. Like we use water for like generating electricity. There are west flowing rivers like Narmada and Tapti. We have talked about this, which turn into the Arabian Sea. Then, like these rivers, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri, Mahanadi, this flow into Bay of Bengal. Bay of Bengal. These rivers, like Narmada and Tapti, these are Arabian Sea. And dense forests on the plateau are home of tribal communities, including the Santhal, Gond, Bega, Bhil, and Kodku. These are communities or tribal communities which lives in this plateau. This type has distinct language, means they have their own different language and tradi- traditions, way of life closely connected to the nature. Plateau are home of many beautiful waterfalls in India, like we talked about earlier. As river flow over there uneven and rocky surface, these waterfalls not only attract tourists but also help in hydroelectricity. To benefit of these waterfalls, one is tourist attraction of tourist means these are the tourist sport, and second is these are helpful in generating hydroelectricity power generation and provide water for the irrigation. Here is a waterfall, powerhouse waterfall there. Here we found some species in the Western Ghat. This is the king cobra in Western Ghat, and this is the long-tailed macaque in Western Ghat. These are insect, and this is the gold mine. Advantage. Mumbai, one of the west coast. On the west coast is India's the financial center, or we also call it as financial capital of the India.